morning, children. Today we are going to start another chapter, that is chapter number 17, respiration and exchange of gases. So now let us start with the topic as such. Now our today's topic is breathing and exchange of gases. Now let me tell you, breathing and exchange of gases means we all know that carbon dioxide is liberated outside by our body because it is produced in the body. As such, it is produced after the oxidation of the food, and oxygen is required at that particular time. That is the reason why oxygen is required by the body as such, and carbon dioxide has to be liberated outside from the body, and because of that exchange of gases is very necessary. In commonly, breathing and respiration both are similar as such, but there is a difference. Breathing involves oxygen of gases as such. It is a mechanical process, while respiration, especially when we talk about aerobic respiration, that involves oxidation of food. That is, food is oxidized, complex food changes into simple food, and then liberation of various kind of molecules takes place. You can also say ATP is also formed. So that is little different from normal breathing as such. Now there are many organs associated with respiration in different living organisms. For example, if we take about simple organisms as such, lower organism I mean to say, especially invertebrates, they have different kind of organs associated with respiration. For example, in case of arthropods, which live in water, and various other organisms such as fishes which live in water, they all have gills as a respiratory organ. Now in certain organisms such as earthworm, cuticle serve as a major role for respiration as such. Now in certain insects, when we talk about land arthropods as such, for example in case of grasshopper, they have minute pores through which air enters, and that is called a spiracle, that allows oxygen to travel along a network which is called as trachea to reach the cells of the body, as you can see on the screen. Now insects breathe through spiracles, that is minute holes in their abdomen which allow the oxygen to pass inside it. Okay, and network of tube which is formed inside the body, that is called as trachea. I've already told you. Now in case of higher organism such as amphibians, reptiles, birds and mammals, they have lungs. In case of amphibians, suppose in case of frogs, if you can say, tadpole, there the respiratory organ is gills, but when metamorphosis takes place and the tadpole is converted into frog, there the gills also changes into lungs. So that is the case. Now in case of reptiles, birds and mammals, respiratory organ is lungs. Now we'll be talking about respiratory organ in case of human beings, so that you can see on the screen. Now lungs is bi-layer membrane as such, outer pleura and inner pleura, as you can see on the screen. Let us now elaborate. We have two holes which are called as nostrils, through which the air enters in a nasal passage. Now through a nasal passage, it reaches the nasal chamber, and that nasal chamber is again connected into pharynx. Now pharynx is a place which has two openings. That means it is connected to the air also, it is connected to the mouth also. Now pharynx lead to an organ which is called as larynx or voice box, through which sound is produced. Now larynx leads to trachea, as you can see on the screen. Now above part of larynx consists of epiglottis, a cartilaginous flap-like structure is present. which does not allow the food to enter inside it. Is it clear? Does not allow the food to enter inside it. That is epiglottis which is present. Now trachea, as you can see on the screen, it has consists of incomplete rings, as you can see. Now it divides into two parts, left bronchi and right bronchi. Now this left and right bronchi further divides into secondary and tertiary bronchi, and then finally into bronchioles. It is the bronchioles which finally terminates into air sacs chambers, which are called as alveoli. Now this pleural membrane, which as you can see on the screen, in between this pleural membrane there is a pleural fluid which protects the lungs from the shock. Now you see balloon like structure is present, which is called as alveoli. It is the alveoli where the exchange of gases takes place. You see, in case of lungs, it is dorsally protected by a vertebral column, and then posteriorly we have a diaphragm, as you can see. Laterally there are sternums which you can observe. Now let us compare respiration with breathing as such. Now there are certain points. Respiration takes place all the time, breathing takes place all the time. Here the comparison is same. Takes place in every cell respiration, breathing takes place in lungs, a process. Respiration is a process that breaks down food to release energy. Breathing is just an exchange of gases. Respiration uses oxygen to obtain energy. Breathing takes oxygen from the environment. In case of respiration, carbon dioxide is produced. In case of breathing, removal of carbon dioxide takes place, which is produced during the act of respiration. Now let us talk about the homework assignment. Differentiate breathing between breathing and respiration. So the most important thing is, when you write such answers of such questions, you have to mention that breathing is just a mechanical, it has got a mechanical role in order to bring the oxygen to the at the site of exchange of gases. That is called as breathing. It does not involve the oxygen to reach the cells as such. When we are talking about that is called as respiration as such. And especially we are talking about aerobic respiration in that case. Okay, now name respiratory organ in fishes, earthworm, insects. I have already told you. Give a brief explanation on the functions of human respiratory system. So that is simple. These are the simple questions to answer.